Hi, my name is Claire Martin, and for the past semester, I've been researching sex trafficking and its influence and importance in the world today. If you haven't heard of it before, the U.S. government stated in 2000 that sex trafficking is anyone induced to perform a sex act through force, fraud, or coercion is a victim of sex trafficking. Sex trafficking is huge. People do not know this, but almost 700,000 to 2 million people are trafficked across international borders a year. 80% of these people are female, and 70% are trafficked specifically for sex. So right before I made this video, I was talking on the phone with my friend Tess, and I was telling her about what I was doing with this project, and how I was talking about sex trafficking and how little it is portrayed in the media. And she brought up a project she did last semester on prostitution and sounded a bit confused when I said they weren't the same thing. And she was wondering why, and I said, well, sex trafficking is completely different because prostitutes are willingly having sex with their customers while sex trafficking victims are being Andrea, forced. A girl who was in captivity, in a sex ring since she was 4 years old, was trafficked for 12 years from city to city across borders so often that by the end of it all, she couldn't even remember her own name. What I've come to realize about sex trafficking in the media is that it's almost non-existent. From what I've read about sex trafficking, there are lots of scholarly journals and laws and important people talking about it, but these people and their research isn't spread out and shown to the rest of the world. It's just in scholarly journals and things where professional people read, but normal people just want to watch the news and see what's on tonight. If people in the United States were more educated about sex trafficking and the media decided to inform us and tell us what was important to know about it, then people would be more likely to spot predators and prevent themselves from becoming victims. Also, everyday people would be more likely to notice suspicious activity. Maybe call the cops and say there's some girls that went into a house and never came out or something like that in my neighborhood. Or I saw a van and a bunch of girls get out and go into a weird building. I don't know, something like that, but people would be bound to notice something more often if they actually knew what they were looking for. Also, lawmakers would be more pressured by the public to actually do something about sex trafficking because people would be informed and mobilized. I took that quote from Wallinger's article, by the way. They would be informed and mobilized and want to pressure our lawmakers into doing something that could actually stop this horrible thing. The biggest issues in the United States are abortion debates, pro-life, pro-choice, the debate on legalizing marijuana, the debate about Republicans versus Democrats, healthcare reform, all things like that. And guess what? There are activists everywhere. There are abortion activists standing outside of Planned Parenthood holding signs like, we need to stop this. And that's because these are the things that the media chooses to inform us on. These are the issues that you talk about in school and class, and they're on the news all the time because those are the things that the media is telling us to think about. So like I said, I was going to talk to you about how the police and law enforcement aren't doing their job when it comes to stopping sex trafficking in the United States, which is another reason why I think they don't talk about it in the media, is because they aren't doing a very good job. Of the 50,000 women and children who are trafficked into the United States a year, there were only 389 confirmed sex trafficking cases from the years 2008 to 2010. 50,389. Like, can you see the huge gap? And of that, only 144 arrests were made. So I think that the government's a little bit embarrassed of those numbers. So they don't really want to talk about that in the media, how huge sex trafficking is and how very little they're doing to combat it. Thanks for watching my video. I hope everyone is a little bit more informed on sex trafficking and what it actually is. And I hope that you do more to inform yourself and do some research and learn about what this huge issue really is, and let's help get it out there. Thanks.